Howdy everyone, welcome to the Move OTX Gear and Adventure channel. And today's chapter, got a gorgeous day here in the town of Aptos, California, which is about 5 or 6 miles south of the beach town of Santa Cruz. And today's adventure, we are hiking the forest of Nisene Marks State Park. So we're down here. I just paid for my parking pass, and I'll probably grab a bite to eat. I brought some food in. I'll grab a bite to eat. There's a parking lot right here, a picnic area right there, and I think from here we're just going to hit the Pioneer Trail, and we're going to hike up along this way and up along this trail here along Aptos Creek, right along here. And I'm not sure exactly how far I'll go. So I pulled over and got some brown rice California rolls. That'll definitely last me a while. I've got some snack foods and stuff packed for the hike as well. But this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous park. Just thought I would give a shout out to Safeway stores, the deli, brown rice California rolls. Totally rock. So we just finished our lunch up that way at the picnic site, and we're now headed this way, across that metal bridge. Very cool. Pretty dry creek out here.
Sorry about your dog, girl. Oh my gosh.
Imagine this creek would be much fuller in the rainy season. But we'll continue. So that's the metal bridge, and we're heading up this way. I'm sure iPhone video doesn't do it justice. So one thing that's different here is I took the life-proof case off the iPhone, and I'm just running the iPhone without a case. Hopefully the audio here will be much clearer today. Whoops, gotta move over. Gotta watch where I'm going. I don't want to get run over. So I'm getting kind of a late start. It's a little after, about 1:30, a little after 1:30. Let's orient ourselves. Can you even see that? There we go. So I'm headed in a northerly direction, that way. So I'm geared up for rain again, although there's no chance of rain today. Saw on the weather forecast partly cloudy skies, but nope, I don't think so. It's pretty pleasant, 75, 80 degrees today here near the town of Aptos. Another trail going off that way. So we're going to stick to the main fire road for now, I guess, and we'll see where this takes us. So there's the Aptos Creek down that way, and we're pretty much just straddling up here on the fire road. We'll continue. We're going to merge off the main fire road, and we're going to take the Porter Trail on this little loop right here. Downhill the whole way. Man, trying to hold my camera as steady as possible. Not easy. I'm trying. And we're down here by the creek. Very cool. Awesome. Wow. Amazing. Despite all the drought and the dry weather we've had here for the past several years, there still manages to be some water somewhere. Very cool. Wow, noticeably cooler down here too. Wow, a lot of deadfall too. Gotta be careful.
So at this point, I probably should have realized the trail actually extends via rock footpath across the creek, across the stream there. And really what this is my inexperience hiking around water, simply because we don't have water in California. Everything's so dry, and we've had such a serious drought for the past several years. And really what this is about my frame of mind at the time. I was pretty much fixated on the ground and not really focusing ahead or around what's around me and where the trail leaves off and where the trail picks up. So at this point, I kind of decided to turn around. But for future hikes, I most definitely will remember this point and continue across that creek there.
Just beautiful. So we've come back up off that Porter Trail, which was basically down there, and we're back up on the main fire road again. And we'll take this, we'll keep going. Just to put some perspective on this, where I'm at and just the geography and everything, the geology, I guess. I am standing underneath a tree right now. And to think I'm hiking towards the Loma Prieta epicenter. Wow. I'm physically standing beneath a tree. And I'm looking straight up. This camera angle is straight up vertical. Here's another example. You can see this tree. Here I'm standing almost underneath, completely underneath the root structure. And the tree is just vertically, slowly leaning over that way. Can you see my finger? Where am I? It's leaning over that way. Very cool. So I think we're coming up on the last vehicle accessible parking area. And I could have driven in here, but I feel like I miss out on so much when I'm driving, or, you know. We've managed to make it from George's picnic area down here, up the main fire road, past the Mary Easton picnic area, and we're here at the Porter picnic area right there. And that little Porter trail kind of died. I'm not sure exactly where it ended. I think I got down here to the creek's edge and it just kind of died there as I showed you. So I just had to double back here and come back up this way. We're here now. So that's where we're at right now. And here we go. So I haven't really mentioned it yet, but the farther we hike in, we're getting very close to the epicenter of the Loma Prieta earthquake that rocked California in 1989. And a lot of the signs and a lot of the trail names are kind of named after that. So I'll be commenting on that further too. So we're not going to hike this trail today. We're going to keep going along the fire road and continue. Howdy.
Hi.
How's it going? So, down this way, we're getting very close to, or closer to, the Loma Prieta epicenter. And I have to say, this has been a really pleasant hike so far. I mean, I'm not climbing or anything consistently. It's been a pretty level grade here, relatively close to the creek. So I'm seeing a lot of exactly this, like I said earlier, just earth crumbled and removed from under trees and things along this road here. And part of me has to wonder how much of that, if any of it, is the result of the earthquake. Now, granted, it was a long time ago, and it theoretically should have eroded by now, you'd think, but maybe not. Maybe the effects of the quake were so vast and so severe that it's managed to last all these years. Down by the creek again. How nice it is just hiking near fresh running water. California is in such a state of drought because we just don't get rain. And where I'm from, in the San Francisco, Palo Alto Bay area, we just don't have running water in our creeks anymore. And to see this, such an awesome resource. So let's head back up and cross the bridge. This is called Margaret's Bridge, I think. Margaret's Bridge. Howdy.
Hi.
How you guys doing? Good. This is the Loma Prieta mill site. Not sure what that means. Like a logging mill? Here. Looks like we got some information here. Loma Prieta sawmill. Logging frenzy that took place here between 1883 and 1923. Very cool. You'd think there'd be something of it remaining. A substructure, concrete, steel supports, something. So we'll continue. There's the Aptos Creek, our familiar friend. So hopefully all the strength and conditioning and workout routines that I've been doing on the treadmill and the stationary bike have paid off on these videos. Number one, I'm able to cover more ground in less time. Number two, I can kind of talk and speak more freely without being short of breath. But just to reemphasize the point that this is not a very strenuous hike at all. Once again, I'm hiking under trees. Very cool. So we are here at the Mill Pond Trail, Mill Pond Road actually. And let's show you guys the map where we're at here. So we're coming up this way. Oops, let's get into focus here. Coming up this way, there's a Loma Prieta sawmill right there. And Mill Pond Trail is right there. Bridge Creek Historic Site, Hoffman's Historic Site, and Loma Prieta Grade is, which we saw back there behind us. And let's go this way. There's a bridge here I want to check out. Oh wow, look at this, just beautiful. A lot of fern and some poison oak too. So got to watch out. So we're just gonna, man, I want to go this way too, but I kind of want to check out what's up farther along the Loma Prieta epicenter area. But crystal clear creeks along the way. Beautiful. So I had that brown rice sushi earlier, and I'm still fully charged here. I got a full tank, so I'm not hungry at all. But if I get hungry on the way back, that is where I'm eating my granola bars and my peanut butter and jelly. Okay, let's just stop for just a second and just bask in all of that. Wow. So we're still on the Aptos Creek Fire Road, and we're headed to the Aptos Creek Trail, 0.8 kilometers, and that will take us off the main fire road. So we're almost there, and that'll lead us towards the Loma Prieta epicenter. So about a half mile up this way. So this is a great hike, by the way, if you have like kids and Boy Scout and Girl Scout groups and things of that sort. Now I'm not seeing any kids out here, that's for sure, for whatever reason. It is a pretty far distance, but for a little kid. But I understand the local schools here in Aptos do field trips out here, day hike field trips, which is awesome. I wish my kids' schools did that. But it's doable, I think, with the right frame of mind for a little kid. Obviously, little kids obviously wouldn't be able to make it this far, but 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th and 8th, of course. The Incline Railroad Line. Very cool. Alrighty, keep going. And we're here. We made it to the Aptos Creek Trail. No bikes on trail. Alrighty. Five Finger Falls is 3 miles. I probably won't be able to do that today. It's getting kind of late. But we can at least go to the epicenter, the earthquake epicenter. So here we go. We're on the Aptos Creek Trail. Gotta watch my step. Here, let me go down this way. Here we go. Okay. Oh, creek crossing. Alrighty. This will be interesting. Gotta stay dry. If I can. And we made it. Okay. Another crossing.
So here we are once again at this point of our trek where my complete inexperience hiking around creeks and creek crossings and the ability to open your mind and open your vision and pick up on the trail, where the trail ends, where the trail picks up, where it leaves off. Complete novice here, and it really shows. I think next time when I do this hike, I'm definitely going to go into it with a open mind. And looking at these videos now, I'm recalling just how narrow-visioned and narrow-minded I was once the trail had kind of narrowed down and dwindled down and got swallowed up by the natural environment. And it's a learning lesson here. And I'm not realizing it until now, watching this video the second time, just how closed in I was and how inflexible my thinking was kind of at the time. So that's really the one takeaway from this video here, is to just go out, put your mind, immerse your mind in the environment and think things through and experience it firsthand.
Okay, I don't think I'm on the trail anymore. I really don't. So nonetheless, we're gonna make a U-turn a bit and head back the other way. So I did a little bit of that Aptos Creek trail, and after like the third, maybe the fourth or fifth creek crossing, the trail completely dried up and swallowed up by the forest. So, not wanting to get myself totally soaked, I made a U-turn out of that, and we're just kind of continuing here up the fire road. So this is a steady uphill climb, so going to be a bit short of breath here. And actually, the Aptos Creek Trail is a few minutes behind me, actually, so I'm kind of pretty far along here. It's getting warmer now, too. Climbing up a bit higher, elevationally, out from the creek gorge and heavy tree cover. So we'll go this way for a little bit longer. it's getting pretty late, so it's already 3:10. So I imagine on the way back, I'm going to have the trail pretty much to myself. So we'll keep going. Taking a little bit of a rest. As you can see, the forest is thinning out a little bit. Not quite as dense, I don't think. It's definitely warmer, slightly, than it was down by the creek area. So I'm going to take this for a little bit longer here, and probably going to have to make a U-turn and double back. So done a couple turns up this climb here. It's been a pretty steady incline. Not seeing too many hikers anymore, that's for sure. So I think this is about as far as we're going to get today. It's been a pretty much steady uphill climb the whole way here. And it's getting pretty late. It's already 3:15. So I need about a couple hours to get back to the parking lot where I parked. So thanks for sticking with me this far, guys. And you know what? We'll save that way for another day, another adventure. So let's head back the other way and we'll continue. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's kind of pull over somewhere and show you guys on the map. Yeah, let's pull over right here. Show you on the map just how far we got, where we're at here. So,
and that red arrow right there, about 2/3 the way up the incline, that shows just how far we had gotten.
So this is one area I definitely didn't film coming back, so we'll definitely film it now. Back down by the creek. Very cool. Alrighty, do a crossing. Whoa, if I can. Don't want to fall. And I made it. So I'm making really good time coming back. So I want to just kind of explore this little trail loop here, which probably isn't much, but probably one of the most dangerous things you can do out on the trail is exactly this. Just wander off trail too far. And pretty much it stops here, it looks like. Yeah, pretty much just stops here to the edge of this little ravine area. So, continue back. And we'll head up this way, merge back into the main trail. And we're coming back out to the main fire road. And once again, the theme continues. We're literally hiking under tree root structures. Wow, that's amazing. Forest canopy really dims things in a hurry, which is all right. Much rather be hiking in here than anywhere else. Anywhere else, I'll say it. There, put it for the record. Just look at that. That is just sheer earth wall going all the way up that way. Very cool. So, change in plans. We're going to take Mill Pond Road Trail back towards Loma Prieta Grade and go over here to my map. And we're going to cut across this way and head along this way, along the Loma Prieta Grade. And merge back into the main fire road somewhere down here. So, I think that'll be more interesting than the fire road, right? Alrighty, let's go. What did I say earlier? I made a comment earlier I'd stop here for lunch or something. I don't think I have time to do that. Maybe later. I'm not hungry, so we're just going to go this way and cross the creek and continue. So we're looking for the Loma Prieta Grade. So this is going to be a pretty technical trail, I think. And it's definitely an uphill climb up and out of the creek gorge. And there's the creek down there. The main fire road is that way. Site of Porterhouse. Very cool. Wow. Okay. Looks like the trail continues that way, but I think the direction we want to go is over here. Porterhouse site. There is the Porterhouse. Reminds me of a steak. Residential area in the small logging town of Loma Prieta, established in the mid-1880s. Very cool. Wow, look at that. Out in the middle of nowhere here. Very cool. You'd think there'd be some leftover remains from that civilization. But there's nothing here but forest and trails. Okay, so I'm going to take it up this way and see where. So that was definitely a wrong turn going that way, and the trails were not marked, but I could tell because my north-south line, northerly direction is this way, and that was completely going north. Not one moment along that trek was I really in a southerly direction, and I definitely want to be headed south to exit the park. So this is conversely a southerly direction. So this is where a good old-fashioned traditional magnetic compass can really help you. So that was kind of cool. That little neighborhood, that little sign that was back there, that little Porterhouse, right where the town or the little neighborhood of, I guess not even a town, probably a neighborhood of Loma Prieta. I mean, how many, probably hundreds of times since that earthquake in 1998 have we heard, or Bay Area residents, have we heard the words Loma Prieta, Prieta. and it's, as for as long as we've known, we've always known it as a fault line. But reality is, there's a little town, a little neighborhood, a little town where people used to live in the late 1800s. So some nice California history right there. So the one thing I really haven't seen out here is signs of a fault line, or the actual Loma Prieta fault itself. I don't know if I just missed it, I didn't see it, or maybe it was hidden under the forest. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Maybe we'll see signs of it here. So we're continuing to head in our southerly direction on the Loma Prieta grade. And I have to say, it's not much of a grade at this point. It's actually pretty flat. I've had maybe 2 areas where I was climbing, and that's pretty much it. So we're coming back out of the Loma Prieta grade. Very cool. So a lot of those things we, of course, I think bypassed, but we'll save that for another hike, another trek, another adventure. So we're going to stop here at the Mary Easton picnic area, take a bit of a rest, and enjoy some peanut butter and jelly. How's that? Classic. Triple-decker peanut butter and strawberry jam. Got my trusty Coleman 25-liter pack. Alrighty. So, back at the bridge, the main bridge that we hiked across on. So thanks guys for joining me on our day hike adventure through the forest of Nisene Marks. Nisene, I think is how you pronounce that. State Park here in Aptos, California. And we're going to make our way back to the main parking lot where I parked. And my car is just right up that way. So thanks again, everybody. Remember, everyone, to stay safe out there and enjoy the outdoors.